Thank you for taking the time out of your day to answer a few questions about teaching spelling in early stage 1. Please be assured that anything that you tell us is confidential and your personal and school details will not be disclosed when we use this interview for our assessment.
Question 1. What are your main focuses when teaching spelling in the classroom for early stage 1?
So the main strategy for us this year is hearing and reporting sounds. We've started with Jolly Phonics and teaching the alphabet sounds at the moment. So we've just got through 26 letters of the alphabet. From then, we have a 10-week assessment and we read out a sentence. The sentence is, I have a dog at home. I'm going to take him to school. And the students at the end of the 10 weeks have to write down the sounds that they can hear. So there's 37 accessible sounds in the sentence. Some of them are blends. So that's what we focus on.
What episodes do you find most effective, and what are the typical student responses?
The start of kindergarten, guided writing and guided reading. So with the guided writing, we have a butterfly card. We're teaching them the strategies of an early writer. So that helps us with spelling too. So we teach them in that guided writing a word that we already know, and we hear and record our sounds. So when they're writing and learning to spell, if we're looking at the word hat, they've got to say it slowly, find the letter, then write it, so that they have those early patterns of writing before they start to do their spelling. When we go into writing, we see those spelling there.
What are some strategies you use for children who are struggling to keep pace with the rest of the class in spelling?
So we're starting a lot of preschool programs in the classroom. So depending on where the students are at throughout the term, we'll start. So it could be through rhyming, it will be through suffixes and prefixes. So if they know the word look, in the book we'll find looking, and then we learn to spell looking that way. If they know the word cat, then they know the word hat, and they know probably about term 3 to start changing the starting letter to make a new word. So there's some words that we know how to we can write by sight, some that we can do through hearing and recording sound, which we talk throughout the year, and there's some words that we just have to know that they look like that, but they can't spell it any other way. So an example of that is over. You can't really sound over out to know it by looking at it. We go back and check and make sure it looks right and sounds right for us. So it's a lot of hearing and recording sound. We don't correct as much unless it's a sight word. So one of the main 18 words they know. So if they've written was as W-O-S, we'll correct it because that's not the words they need to learn. If they change the starting sound, then they know a whole lot of other words. If we know book, then we know look, and we can change the front of the side of the word to make look. So what also worked well last year was this repetition. Lots and lots of repetition.
How do you assess your students' writing, particularly the spelling?
Yep, so that's our week 10 assessment. Every 10 weeks we assess the students on their hearing recording sound, so they can recognise that they can write words by saying them if they say them slowly and sound out the sounds, not the word, the letters, the sounds. So we'll check the 37 letters, sounds and blends through that.
Okay.
We'll also check the spelling in their vocab. So every 10 weeks, they're expected to build up 10 words. So the first 10 weeks is 10. At the end of term 2, it's 20. So we constantly check them for that. And then 2, we get to assess how they're going throughout the term with their word work when they're reading. If they're able to pick up that they can't read a word, but they recognise that they can change the front of the letter or the ending sound and makes a whole new word that they've already known. That also helps us too. So later on the term, when we start doing word work through rhymes, we start to see the vocab go up more.
We have heard some really great insights into the teaching of literacy within a kindergarten classroom. We'd just like to thank you for taking the time to speak with us. It is very much appreciated.